Good morning. Today is Thursday, April 11th, and look at me. It's cold. It is cold out here. With the wind chill is 24. It's 32. We did get a little bit of snow last night. It's all melted already because it's like 10:30 in the morning right now. I I think we're supposed to get up to 43 today, and tomorrow 70. Go figure. I had to get my coat out of the car because I had it in the car the other day because it got warmer in the afternoon. Only, well, I shouldn't say only in Michigan because I know if you live in the north or Midwest, look at, like, they got, some regions are going to get 1 to 2 feet of snow, and this is April. This is spring. This is not acceptable. I love snow in the winter. Not so much in the spring. We're doing Danny's birthday today. I wanted to thank Sally once again for the cake mixes because I'm going to use one of her boxes and make Danny his cake. Christy has a surprise for both Danny and her daddy, Jim, because Jim's mother made a banana pudding that Jim absolutely loved and Danny absolutely loved too. So Christy had the recipe, and so she's making that, and so it's going to be a surprise, or as Stevie used to say, a prize. So they don't know that that's coming, so they're going to be really excited. My sister-in-law came from Tennessee, and now I'm going to get them mixed up because I don't like banana pudding, so it's not going to be the least bit tempting to me at all. But I love bananas. But I think that I'm going to screw this up, but it's going to be either the opposite or not. So people that live in Kentucky or Tennessee, please set me straight. I think that the people in Kentucky make the crust with graham crackers, and then the people in Tennessee make it with vanilla wafers. So Diane and Jim would always say which was the better. Diane was my sister-in-law. Would always say which was the better banana pudding recipe. I don't like either, so it doesn't really matter to me. And so he's going to be surprised with that. So we're going to have that. I am going to take my slice of cake and freeze it and have it on Sunday, because I do tend to eat what I want on Sundays. Although not anymore. I'm going to track it because I started to track on Sundays now too, because like I told you, it's a 7-day-a-week process. It's not just 5 days. I have figured that out. I am feeling really pumped. I really do feel like I'm back in the groove. The true test being Saturday and Sunday, because I did do well last Saturday and Sunday, but that could have just been a fluke, and I know I don't want it to be a fluke. I want it to show me that it's a pattern in my life now, that I'm going to be on this 7 days a week, and I'm going to get back to losing, and I'm going to be in Wonderland by my birthday. That's my goal, and I'm going to stick to it this time. I really am. But I had some congratulations. I wrote them down so I wouldn't forget. But Mary Higgins and Sally Plano both have reached goals, so they're lifetime members. They get to go for free. That's my goal, to go for free. And somebody, I forget who it was, that said that they got their doctor to say 195. I could accomplish a lot by my birthday. I could get into Wonderland, I could get at my doctor's goal, and I could start going to Weight Watchers for free. That's $56 a month I could be saving. So that's what I want to do. And Smack Vision finally did my tag. Finally. So I'm going to put their link to their tag. It was hilarious. It was simply hilarious. And they talked about some things that I completely forgot about. I don't want to spoil it for you because you got to watch it. But one of them, well, there's 2 different diet plans that they tried. One of them I heard of. The other one I've heard of too, but I completely forgot about. And I bet you when you listen to their video, you're going to remember it too, because it was like, oh, I remember that. It just kind of slipped out into the back of your mind. But now you got to watch their video to see which one it is. And no fair skipping forward to figure out what question it is, because it might not even be a regular question. It might be something they threw in there. Anyway, subscribe to their channel too. And Sue over at Sue Slims Down, I'm still thinking of you. I really am. And I got some sad news from Vicki Riddle. She would really like everybody to include you in her prayers. She sent me a private message, and I don't want to give out too much information other than to say that she really would like some prayers. And I'm a strong believer in prayer, and I know that it'll work. I really do. So Sue and Vicki, you're both in my prayers. And then what else? So today I'm going to go for my walk alone. Gary's on vacation, so he's got Denise working on projects around the house. Denise hates his vacations because he always wants to do stuff around the house which involves her, which I can kind of relate. I don't like to be involved unless I want to be involved. And then when I get back, I have to wash my floors and that. They're really, I know, why do you clean your house for company coming? Although it's not really company, it's family. Family's not company as far as I'm concerned. They see you at your worst. They know you at your worst. So, but I just a habit I always got into. So every Thursday, whether I like it or not, washing the floors, cleaning the toilets, doing all that blah, blah, blah stuff. And I have no excuses for not doing my counters because as you saw in my grocery haul yesterday, I finally remembered to get my granite cleaner for my counters. I have been using Windex, which is, I love that in my Big Fat Greek Wedding when he sprays Windex on everything. You got to sort Windex, it works. My sisters and I had gone, we wanted to go to the show one day and we just thought, for the heck of it, let's just pick some show, a random show we never heard of it. Oh my gosh, we laughed so hard. If you've never seen the movie, you got to rent it. It's just hilarious. I don't know how anybody could not have seen it. It's just, the second one was just all right, but the first one was hilarious. I loved it. And then and Jennifer Miller was talking about nuns, how mean they are. You know what, there are some really nice nuns, but then there's some really mean nuns. The house that just get off the subject a little bit, somebody had said that they lived near the church. I lived right next door to the school and the church. I could look out my kitchen window and I could see my kids in their 7th grade and 6th grade classes. And then I could go into the living room and I could see them in the 4th grade and the 8th grade classes because I could see right into the rooms from my house. And if I went out the back door and walked past the garages, I could go into the side entrance into the church. Couldn't get any easier than that. But anyway, and I rented the house from the church. And there was a time when Jim was laid off and we were having a hard time making rent. We never had to worry about being evicted because how could a Catholic church evict you? Even though it was a business, obviously. The house used to be, first it was the rectory. Was it the rectory? Yeah, it was the rectory. And then they built a rectory. And so the priests moved out. And then they moved while they were building the school. Because they built the school on top attached to the church. And then once the school was built, then they moved the nuns into the house because then the nuns stayed there until they built their convent. And then when they got their convent built, then they moved into there. And then there was an older couple that they rented the house to. And then and I don't know if they put it on there or if the priest or the nun did, I don't know. But all of the windows on the school side had stained glass window contact paper on it, which was a bugger to peel off, let me tell you. So I thought maybe they even wanted to be holy in their houses. I don't know. But anyway, we didn't like it, so we peeled it off and cleaned it up. And then we rented there for 10 years. Yeah, we were there 10 years. I loved it. It was like I had my own little house in it without a house payment, just a little small little $110. No, I think we paid $120. Yeah, we paid $120. Oh, to get back those rents. That would be so nice. Not the wages, just the rents. But anyway, back to the nuns. I really should have been left-handed because that's just my natural way to write is with my left hand. But the nuns, there was no playing it because left-handed people were the work of the devil. And I got smacked so many times with that ruler on my knuckles, on my left hand. So now I can write with both my right and my left. So they did me a favor. Like I can do anything right or left-handed. But they were, you had some really nice nuns, but you had some really mean nuns too. And I don't know if it was just their nature, or if they just were strict and we just didn't realize it. But I don't know. And then back then, if you got in trouble, you wanted to get home and tell your parents before the nuns called because it was going to be worse if the nuns called, because they always called. They always called. Okay, let's go for our walk. It's kind of dreary out here, but I want to get this not over with, but I want to get it done so I can get back in the house doing my housework, get my cake made, my brownies made, and my lasagna. I've decided I'm going to have a 0-point breakfast because I am going to have a slice of lasagna, which is going to probably be my whole 24 points because I do put a lot of cheese on my lasagna. I will try to figure out the point value of it, but I know it's going to be high. I'm going to try to use the recipe builder as I go along, and we'll see. We'll see how it works. So, okay, let's go for a walk. If I can turn you off. I'm gonna have to move you over here. Okay, I'm back. It did get a little warmer, obviously, when I walked, but it's still kind of cold. My nose is running. I forgot my Kleenex. I walked a little over 2 miles, 2.24, I think it was. I got a lot of housework to do, so I had to cut my walk short. And stay on plan today. It's my goal. I know I'm going to achieve it, even with a lasagna. I'm going to have a small little piece of lasagna and a side salad and my iced tea. Save my cake for a Sunday. It's my plan. I'm going to follow it. Okay, let's go in and drink. I've already drank 16 ounces of water. Now I'm going to go drink another 34 and then get on to the cleaning. Okay, I'm ready to eat. So I started this with hearty breakfast. I started my day with a prayer. I drank 60 ounces of water. My quote is, permanent results come from permanent changes to your food choices. It's a 4-point breakfast, 0 for my egg, berries, banana, tea, and water, 3 points for my half a Lender's plain bagel, and 1 for my Laughing Cow cheese. I still have 20 points left for dinner. Of course, I'm going to really enjoy this because it's 25 points for one slice, Shannon. That's a lot. Aaron doesn't like that much cheese on his lasagna. And there's Christy, or not Christy, Denise, and Gary. Do you mind? Shannon doesn't want to be on there, so we won't put Shannon on there.
I'm looking homeless today.
She's like the homeless, I guess. And there's Christy. Where's the birthday boy?
Careful! Ooh, those are hot. Those are hot.
Shannon said she's not camera ready.
Look at 400.
I got up late this morning.
Man, you could just be.
Hold up. I followed the kids. 140.
I'm 411 years old.
411.
For real?
I didn't have a 2 candle.
Is
so
that
we're gonna do
true?
411.
Yeah, I'm really old.
He's
Is
like,
that
oh.
actually true?
Okay. Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday, dear Daniel. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Happy birthday. Oh, now your wish doesn't come true.
Well, everybody's gone home now. I did my lasagna in the recipe builder, and I knew that it was going to be a high point meal, but oh my gosh. You saw my 2 trays, I showed you that. And I did cut them up into 18 pieces. And for 18 pieces, it's 25 points just for one, because I use so much cheese. I love cheese. Although I did buy the low sodium, or not the low sodium, the low fat. I think it was low fat cheese. I got the lesser cheese, and rather than the full, whatever, you know what I mean. Anyway, it's a good thing, because can you imagine if I would have used the full horse cheese? I didn't eat the whole piece though. I think I probably ate a quarter of it, maybe a half, but maybe a third, because I cut the other part. And I'm going to have it on Saturday for my dinner. Because it just was, I mean, maybe it's, I think in my mind I'm thinking 25 points. Do you really want to eat all of that? Although, to brag, it was pretty good. There was only like, I think 1 piece left that I put in the freezer for Jim for another day. And then I put a piece for his lunch tomorrow when he goes to work. Jim will eat meat on Fridays. He doesn't follow that. I won't eat it on tomorrow. That's why I'm not going to eat it till Saturday. I'll have my usual tuna fish sandwich. That's what I have on Fridays. And then, B over at Bee's Journey was talking about tuna casserole. My mother used to make a really good tuna casserole. We always hoped that please, this is the Friday for tuna casserole. Please, this be the Friday for tuna casserole. And then she'd stick those stupid salmon patties on your plate. It was nasty. But usually when we had tuna casserole, we had macaroni and cheese too. So that was a good memory. I haven't had a good macaroni and cheese in a long time. I do love macaroni and cheese. But, and I haven't had a tuna casserole in a long time too, but I don't know. Jim wouldn't eat it, so that's probably, and my kids didn't like it. I made it once and they didn't like it, so I never made it again. They're not a big tuna fans either. But so anyway, the reason we had 411 on Danny's cake, which was a big joke, was because I didn't have any 2s. I had a million 4s and 7s and 3s and 1s and 0s, not 1, 2, because Danny's 42. So that's why we put 4 and 1 is 2. So I think everybody got a joke out of that. And he loved his marble cake, so thank you, Sally. He was very surprised that I found it. And then I told him, he says, you got some really nice subscribers. I can't believe that they send you all of this stuff. And I go, I know, I'm really blessed. I know that. And then the kids it was nice because kids could play outside. It was nice enough that they could play outside. Like I said, tomorrow's supposed to be 70. It's starting to get warmer now. But I think we might get rain. So hopefully I can get up in time to get walking before the rain comes. And then just stay on plan tomorrow. Tomorrow is Gary's birthday, and I'm going to watch Kylie while Denise and Gary go out to dinner. And then I have to get Alyssa from school tomorrow because Jimmy's still working overtime at this job he's at. And other than that, no other plans for tomorrow. I got my house all clean. It was so nice. I got the floors all washed, and the kids didn't make a mess, so that was good too. That was the best part. Bonus. So, I'm really feeling pretty confident for Saturday. I'm thinking I'm going to at least lose a pound. I really do. And you know what? I have to realize that not to get discouraged if I lose like a pound or less than a pound. At least if I'm losing, at least I'm going in the right direction, because obviously for the last 8 months I haven't lost any weight. And I probably at this point would have taken a pound a week, because that would have been 32 pounds. And then I would have been really close to Wonderland. I would have been like within 5 pounds. Oh well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. But I am gonna. So, okay, give this video a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys in the morning.